All right, friends. Today you only need a dumbbell, no mat at all for today's workout. You're going to go ahead and get warmed up here. I want you to step wide legs, toes turned out. You're going to reach down and then up, biceps by your ears as you lengthen. We are warming up lower body and upper body together as we get our muscles warmed up for today's workout. Just keep going. Focus on your breath here. Nice, deep inhale through the nose. Nice, long exhales through the mouth as we work out today. You're going to step together. We're going to go wide leg, lean into a side lunge stretch, push off of that foot that you step off with, and come together. The straight leg is where you feel that inner thigh stretch. You can reach your arms out, lengthening from the spine, pushing your booty to the back side of the room as you lengthen from the head. We're going to swap to the opposite side. Side lunge stretch only to begin with. You can go ahead and reach those arms forward as we're stretching. Add those arms in here. Lengthening from the spine again. Leaning into that side lunge, making sure that your knee lines up with the middle toe. Just kind of want to use that as a reference point as we go through the workout, that your knee is not going over the big toe or over the pinky toe, but going right in the middle. You're going to step back. We're going to go into a front lunge, alternating sides here. So you're going to push off of that foot that you step forward with. Nice exhale as you push off and come to that starting position. You can add those arms opening up as you step forward, opening the chest here. Again, focus on that exhale with the push off. Making sure your knee is lining up between the big toe and the pinky toe there. Continue here, stepping it forward, alternating sides, finding that sweet spot. We're going to repeat this through the workout today. Go ahead and grab your weight here. You're going to start off with the weight in the opposite hand. We're going to step forward into a front lunge, focusing on the lunge only at this point. Weight is in the left side. Right leg is lunging forward. Showing you from a side view here. You want to make sure that your knee is lining up towards that middle toe, just going straight forward. Push off. As you exhale, we're going to hold here. You're going to drop that back knee down, pass that weight under, and then pass the weight back to the opposite hand. You can also hip hinge forward with the chest over that knee if you have knee troubles at all. So you can see I will alternate from a lunge position, passing the weight under my front leg, or I will go to the hip hinge, passing that weight under, passing that weight across the body to the other hand each time, passing from the inside of the leg. So you can decide whether to do a lunge, dropping that back knee down towards the floor, or a hip hinge. I will show you both throughout the workout. Notice that as you pass the weight from one side to the other, you might feel some instability. This will work on your balance here, helping to get your core nice and stable. Now we're going to come together. We're going to add both of those exercises together here. So pass that weight back to your left side. Hold that weight just at the end so it's easy to pass from one hand to the other. You're going to step forward with the opposite leg, front lunge here, pass under, then push off and step back together, passing that weight back to the other side before you step back into that front lunge. Always passing the weight from the inside of the leg. Nice exhale as you push off of that foot, keeping a nice stable posture. You may lose your balance like I did just there, stepping in the middle and then coming back to that standing position. That's okay. That's what we're working on here. Just pass that weight under your leg, step off, switch that weight to the other side. Continue to focus on your breathing. Nice exhale as you push off that foot. Now, we're going to go and step our leg out to the side, wide leg stance. The weight is going to go down towards your foot. The hand without the weight is up in the air. You're sticking your hip out to the side and squeeze the glutes on that side as you come up to that standing position. Centering up as you come back up from that triangle and then lowering back down. It's a nice good stretch as you lower, keeping a nice straight spine, not allowing yourself to round as you go down. So you're really making a triangle here with your legs as well as your arm coming down to the side. Focus on that exhale as you lift back up to that standing position. We're coming together here. Take that weight to the opposite side again. We're adding these together so it's a front lunge, pass under, push off, step it out wide, go into triangle here, step together, pass that weight across. Front lunge again, pass under, step it out to the side, set up for triangle. Exhale, step together, pass that weight across your body and passing it under your leg, stepping out to triangle. And up, pass that weight across, forward lunge, pass under, step it out to triangle again, squeezing your booty as you come up, pass that weight across. Working on our core stability as we go from one move to the other, as we transition the weight from one side to the next. Nice exhale as you stand. Cross that weight over, front lunge, passing under, step it out, go into your triangle, back. Right here, we're staying in a wide leg stance. You're going to go straight down into a wide leg squat here, working your inner and outer thigh. The weight just hangs at the moment. Learning this one exercise as we piece everything together. You want to squeeze your booty when you come to the top of this squat and make sure your knees are pushing out towards your toes and they're not coming inward towards the big toe here. That's the main thing with the wide leg squat. You're going to hold this one and we're adding a row. So that elbow comes back. I'm going to show you from the side. And we squeeze that shoulder blade back towards your spine. So you're squeezing back towards the midline there and squeeze that shoulder blade back. If you need to, your hand can hold out to the side if it helps you with your balance here. Now we're going to add this together. You're going to go down into your wide leg squat, row in that down position, and then come all the way back up. So you want to pull back, weight goes down, and then stand. So it's down, up, down, and stand. So think of it as a 4 count here. Squat, row, down, and stand up. Pushing those knees out as you go down into your squat. Row here, all the way back up. Focus on your breath as you exhale, pulling that weight back and keeping that exhale as you stand. You always want to remember that breath here. Focus on contracting your core as you exhale. We have a couple more here. Learning this squat row as we go, and you're going to step together. We're going to add it from the top, getting this into your forward lunge pass. So we're switching the weight back to the opposite side, giving you a little breather here as you recover. And then we're gonna go into that front lunge pass. So we're gonna step forward with that opposite leg, pass that weight under, step back, step it wide, set up for your triangle, come all the way back up, go down into wide leg row, and then up, step together, pass that weight over. Front lunge, pass under, step it out wide, triangle, all the way up, sit down into wide leg row, all the way up, push together, pass that weight. You can hip hinge here if you need to. Step it out wide, triangle, all the way up, down into your wide leg squat row, and then back together, passing it to the other side. You guys are doing great. Learning this combo is brain exercise. Sit down into your squat row, come together, pass it over. Front lunge, pass under, into your triangle, feel that stretch, sit it down into your wide leg squat, coming together, passing it back. Step it out wide, triangle, come on up, down into your wide leg row, and then we pass it back. I'm gonna give you a rest here. You can hit pause, grab some water. You're going to swap that weight to the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a front lunge with the other leg. Focus on your sweet spot here. We're switching everything to the other side of the body, layering these exercises on one at a time. So we learn the front lunge, exhale with that push off, come back to that standing position. You can determine how far down you go. You just want a slight bend in that back knee, or if you want to challenge yourself and take that back knee down to the floor, it's up to you. It depends on how your knees feel when you're doing this. Do they feel okay as you're pushing off and coming back to that standing position, or do you need to modify it and not go down so low? Now we're going to hold here and we're going to work on that pass. Notice I lost my balance. That's okay. That's challenging ourselves. So you can go into a hip hinge here if you need to, or you can bend that knee and go into a lunge in order to get that weight under your front leg. We're passing from the inside of the leg, and I'm doing only hip hinges here. You feel it in the glute from the front leg on that side. So you're making sure your shoulder lines up over that knee as you bend over, and you're keeping a nice flat back. Or you're just going to do a lunge here. You can challenge yourself. You can do either one. You can alternate. You can change it up if you want to, or you can just stick with one of them. Totally up to you. We're working on this pass, just getting the feel for it, working those legs, and we step together, get a little bit of a breather. We're swapping that weight back to the opposite hand. Now, we're going to add that together. Front lunge, pass that weight back. Pass the weight from the inside of the thigh, step together, cross the body, and pass that weight back every time, working on stabilizing your core. Front lunge, pass under the leg, step together, cross the body. Focus on that exhale as you push off after you pass the weight under your leg. Front lunge, pass under, push off. Continue. We've got a couple more here. Working on adding these two together. Front lunge, pass under, push off, cross the body with that weight. Now we're gonna step out wide here. Keep the weight in the hand that you had it in whenever you passed under the leg, going into triangle here. Now the hand without the weight stays up in the air. That palm twists back towards the back and then rotates to the front whenever you stand. Focus on the stretch, pushing into the hip to the opposite side as you go down, and squeeze the glute as you come up to standing. You will start to feel that hand without the weight in the air. Those shoulder muscles might start to burn here. That's okay. We're working on those rotator cuff muscles there, which helps stabilize your shoulder joint. Continue to practice this triangle here, making sure your back feels okay. You're just bending to the side, trying not to round your back, but to keep a nice straight spine. And we're going to step together. Cross the weight to the opposite hand again. If you need a little breather, you just tap it out here. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We're going to step forward, pass under, step it out wide, set up for triangle, come back up, step together, pass that weight across, step forward, lunge, step it out wide, triangle, coming back up, step together, cross the body, forward lunge, pass under, step it out wide, hand up, go down into triangle, stepping back together again. Repeating, adding these exercises together, one at a time. Step together, cross the body, forward lunge, pass under, step it out, triangle, coming back up, forward lunge, pass under, wide leg, triangle, coming back together. Always crossing the body. Go down into your triangle, back up, step it together and cross the body. Forward lunge, step together, set up for triangle, cross the body, forward lunge, pass under, step it out, triangle here, step it back together and cross the body, forward lunge, step it out, triangle, step it together. We're gonna go into the wide leg squat here. So just set it up, sit straight down, squat, squeeze at the top. Make sure your knees are going out towards your middle toe and you're feeling that inner thigh muscles working here. Just focusing on the wide leg squat at the moment, letting that weight hang down in front. You're going to hold and row, doing the row here. Squeeze that shoulder blade back towards the spine, keeping the shoulders from creeping up towards your ears. Nice exhale, stabilizing as you move one arm back, holding that weight on one side. We come up. Now we want to add those together. So wide leg squat, row in the down position, and then come all the way back up. So you want to squat, row, weight down, and then stand. Getting those movements together. Squat, row, and exhale as you come back up. We're going to come together here, pass that weight to the opposite side. You just step it out a little bit, move those shoulders around, catch your breath. You can grab a sip of water if you need it. We're adding these exercises from the very beginning, all on the other side. So we're going to get in that position here, step forward, lunge, pass under, step it out to the side. Take that hand up for triangle. You come all the way back up, sit down into that wide leg squat, row, and then all the way back up, step together, pass that weight back to the other side. Forward lunge, pass under, step it together out to the side, triangle here, all the way up, sit down, center up that squat, row, and then step it together, passing that weight back to the other side. Forward lunge, you can hip hinge, go into your triangle, squeeze the glutes up, center it out, squat, row, and step it together, pass that weight to the other side. Forward lunge, pass under, step it out wide, triangle here, nice stretch, center it up, squat, row, and then step it together. Forward lunge, pass, triangle here. You can always come up and leave that hand out to the side, go into your squat row, and then step it together. Passing it back under your leg, step it out, triangle, all the way up, squat row, all the way back up, step together, pass that weight across, forward lunge, pass. Step it out for triangle, back up, center, squat, row, and then back up together, passing across the weight, across the body. And we're resting here. You can go ahead and set that weight down. You guys, we finished it up. It's amazing. So I want you to go ahead and take a wide leg squat, hands on the knees, push that shoulder down towards the ground. Focus on pushing the knees out for that inner thigh stretch, but then you're also getting a good spine stretch by pushing that shoulder down towards the floor. We're going to swap sides here. Focus on your breath. Nice deep breath in. Nice long exhale as you push into that stretch. Breathing in the air. We're going to come forward with our feet and then take the hands down to the ground. Focus on stretching the glutes and the hamstrings, releasing your back and your neck. You can take your hands wide to your feet as well if you like. Nice deep breath in. Put the hands on the ground, feet come together, straighten those legs. You're still bent over. We're gonna slowly start to raise up to standing, making sure we don't get dizzy. You're gonna grab one foot and we're gonna focus on a quad stretch. Knees go together, stand nice and tall. Push your hips forward. It's helpful to squeeze your glutes here because it will get your pelvis in a neutral position and push forward and help you to get a deeper quad and up to your hip flexor stretch. You hold here. Focus on your breathing. We're slowing down our heart rate at this point. We release and then go to the other side. Getting your balance if you need to. Put your fingers on the wall or a chair. You can do that. Hold here. Push that knee down. Focus on your breathing. Make sure you're getting in enough water throughout the day. hydrating yourself, especially as it gets warmer and we're sweating more. And take a nice deep breath in. Nice exhale, release. You guys did amazing. You showed up just by pulling the video up and pushing play and committing to yourself.